Talk about the tide shifting fast. What just happened in Romania? 2 weeks after the far-right's George Simeon garnered a whopping 41% in the first round of presidential elections, a surge in turnout, instead carrying the pro-EU mayor of Bucharest, Nicușor Dan, to victory. Now, it's a rocky road to victory. Dan wasn't even a candidate when the Constitutional Council annulled last November's first round of voting and barred pro-Russian TikTok star Călin Georgescu. This over foreign meddling and campaign finance records that claimed zero spending whatsoever. The call to do over the election drew criticism from the likes of J.D. Vance and Elon Musk in the U.S., but also from some European liberals who feel the issue should have been sorted at the ballot box, not in a courtroom. We can go to Bucharest now and join another panelist, Gheorghe, as promised, Piperea, member of the European Parliament from the George Simeon's Alliance for the Union of Romanians, who finished second in that runoff. Thank you for being with us here in the France24 debate.
Good evening, and thank you for your invitation. I'm happy to be here again.
Yeah, the fact that it was, in the end, as we just heard Victor say, Nicușor Dan, who was a candidate who wasn't from the traditional parties that had been in power since 1989, that made it harder in this runoff?
First of all, I see your title here. You are speaking about Romanian surprise. There is no surprise because Mr. Nicușor Dan was sustained and supported by practically all the establishment, not practically, all the establishment, and including the universities, intellectuals, social media influencers, all of them supported Mr. Nicușor Dan. So it's no surprise that he won. I think you should be probably surprised if George Simeon won.
Even
but
though
nevertheless, the idea is
he got
that
41% in the first round.
Just a second. Nevertheless, in this moment, the elections are very clear. There is a difference of something like 900,000 votes. This means a very big legitimacy for the new president of Romania. Mr. Nicușor Dan always says about him that he is independent, but he's not. Anyway, it's a good success for him to win this election and also to win the election of 2020 for the mayor of Bucharest. But nevertheless, he is a man of the system, and he will probably have a very big and tough task to reunite Romania in this moment, because the Romanian people in this moment are separated, very cruel separated between two kind of people. People which was for Mr. Nicușor Dan and hate the other people, and is the same with the opposite. Maybe this will be the heaviest task of Mr. Nicușor Dan, to mediate between two very big fails of portions of Romanian population. And second, there is a turmoil in the establishment parties, the old parties, and here I must say that of course Mr. Nicușor Dan is not a member of these old parties. The old parties in this moment has to face the fate of the old French parties, the Socialist and Les Républicains, which in 2017, when Mr. Macron won his first mandate, gone to irrelevance. They became irrelevant, and they are also in this moment irrelevant. And I'm speaking about our old political parties. I'm speaking about the so-called liberals and the so-called social democrats. They will be irrelevant in a matter of months. And what will be relevant is the party of which sustains Mr. Nicușor Dan. I'm speaking about the USR, meaning the Union for the Salvation of Romania, and on the other side, the party of Mr. George Simeon, which is called the Alliance for the Unity of Romanians. This will be the major political powers in Romania.
All right. Gheorghe Piperea, what do you see as Romania's policy going forward? We don't know what's going to happen between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin when it comes to Ukraine. They had that phone call earlier in the day. What do you see happening? What do you see as Romania's role?
First of all, we see as being crucial, absolutely crucial for Romania to stay as an European member state and to criticize and to contribute to the rebuild of the European Union, meaning to somehow correct what happened to the European bureaucracy, and especially about corruption. And also, we hope to have to play a very crucial role in the interior of NATO, and we are trying to intermediate between the European Union powers, like for example Germany and France, and on the other side the United States, because as you already said, and all of us are seeing, there is a big division in this moment between this traditional alliance. I'm speaking about United States, Trump administration on one side, and on the other hand, the European Union member states. And Romania should be able to intermediate in order to rebuild this alliance, because, you know, Europe without the United States is practically bankrupt, and it's the same, the opposite. After all, the Western values, Euro-Atlantic values are the good one, and are the dreams of Romanian for not for 35 years after the revolution, but also for at least 75 years after the war.
So that means respect of existing borders, respect of the existing borders of Ukraine, respect.
Of course, this is of crucial importance, because, you know, if Romania, it doesn't matter who in Romania could speak about this. If Romania will raise pretension about borders in, I don't know, in Ukraine, we could face the same thing, the same kind of situation with Hungary, and we don't know that we don't want this. So there is no question about somehow challenge the borders of Ukraine.
What about when it comes to Moldova, which is a neighbor, a former Soviet republic, which wants to join the EU? But it's kind of like a matryoshka doll. It also includes the breakaway region of Transnistria, where Russian troops have remained since 1992.
This is a matter which is more complicated than you could say. First of all, we are supportive Moldavia in order to have Moldavia as a member of the European Union. But, you know, if the people from the both sides, I'm sorry, of the River Prut, which is the border with of Romania and Moldova, decided to be reunited somewhere in the future, we should allow that, because this happened also to the Germany, to the two sides of Germany. But for the moment, the important for us in Romania and for us as a politician is to have Moldova a member of the European Union.